I'm back in Earby Moor on the Pennine Way just above Earby. It's a nice sunny day, so I'm really looking forward to doing some walking. The silence of the lambs. I'm walking here by the Leeds to Liverpool Canal. It was built to carry materials from Leeds, Bradford to the docks in Liverpool. Recently, a lot of canals in England have been refurbished, so you find lots of people cruising on it for leisure. I'm making exceptionally good time, and it's just so warm, so sunny. It's just a really enjoyable day to be outside. I'm finding myself walking through patches of stinging nettles, which, due to the name, does actually sting. With nettles, the leaves are fine. You just can't touch the edges because that's where all the stings are. So, one of these, you find the patch and just rub it in, and it kind of soothes you. I'm not sure if this is medically a real thing, but it seems to work. So, stinging nettles and dock leaves. This is the church in Gargrave, and hundreds of years ago, when the Scottish would come down into North Yorkshire to steal and rape and murder, they actually left this church standing. quite excited now because past this gate is the Yorkshire Dales National Park. It's the second of 3 national parks that the Pennine Way crosses. It's one of my favourite places in Britain. It's got some fantastic scenery and some interesting geological things. So let's continue heading on that way and see what we can find. I've just crested a hill and I've got my first good look at Malham Cove, which is a limestone formation. I stopped for refreshment in Malham. The pub was full of people ready to watch the football match, so even out here in the countryside you can't see out the World Cup right now. This is the view from on top of Malham Cove. You'll have to excuse me if I'm out of breath. I've essentially been climbing stairs for 10 minutes to get up here. Up here you have a good vantage point of why it's called a limestone pavement, because they all like paving slabs. So this is called a glacial karst. Imagine thousands of years ago, a glacier just leaving a huge slab of limestone with no soil on it. And then the rain comes down, and the rain has carbon dioxide in it. And it eats away at the limestone. It makes little grooves in it, and little dints for puddles. And then they become cracks. And the cracks get deeper, and become caves. So all the rain that hits this surface now goes straight down into these cracks, and you can just see the stream in the valley over there, and you'll notice it's not flowing over this. This isn't a waterfall, though a few hundred years ago it still did manage to have a little bit of flow over it. Now all the water goes through these caves. There's a trick to walking on this, and it's just called don't step down the cracks. This is ink scar, and I'm always impressed by how unique it looks. What's even more impressive is that this has been used for farming for a long time. You still see there's a stone wall. And if you look at an ordnance survey map of this entire area, it'll be marked as ancient field systems, ancient settlements, hut circles, things like that. So this little part has been used for a very long time. At the foot of a small tarn called Malham Tarn, and as you can see, as the water drains, it suddenly vanishes. That's because there's a water sink here, and all the water will enter the cave systems that's been eaten away through the limestone, and it'll next appear at Malham Cove, over a mile away. I'm near Malham Tarn, which is where I'm going to finish it for today. My car's parked on the other side of the tarn, so I've got to get round it. I had a pretty nice climb out of Malham Cove. Now I'm just walking across this moorland. So it's nice to be in this part of the country. This is walking along Malham Tarn, a small glacial lake up in the Yorkshire Dales National Park. It's semi-natural in that at one point it was enlarged. It's still just really peaceful to hear it lapping as you're walking past. Well, I'm leaving it for the day now. I always go back to my car. It's just a little bit further on. I'm on the Pennine Way just above Malham Tarn. So yeah, it's been a fantastic day. Got a little bit sunburnt. It's been a really good day today, though I've caught the sun a little bit. It's always great to be back in the Yorkshire Dales National Park, and Malham Cove is always an amazing place to climb up.